are the guinea pigs collective. All will be assimilated. Resistance is futile.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Bunch of slap-jawed faggots around here.
Hey everybody, what's going on? And welcome back to another Guinea Pig Nibbling Live. So right before I introduce all my panelists, my lovely panelists that I have with me today, let me just first say, God save us all, because right now we are in that season. We are talking about the season of the white girl. Yes, it is here again, but I am not talking about pumpkin spice latte and pumpkin spice chips and all that other stuff. No, I'm talking about the season of the white girl that involves YouTubers who run out and watch all the latest Disney stuff while they cry about how these companies are destroying their childhoods. Here we go again. For the next 4 months, we're going to be hearing about the Marvels and the new Eternals and everything else, because these people are absolutely devoid of any kind of real content making, and the only thing they have is misery. These son of a bitches need to change their man ponds, find something better to do with their lives, and just give it up, because you know what? You are boring the living shit out of this pig. I swear that my fur is falling out of my back listening to these morons say that they have to watch it so I don't have to. Kiss my fuzzy ass. But anyway, let's go ahead and let's introduce the rest of our panelists. That we are joined also by Slasher McSplitter. What's going on, Slasher?
Hey, what's good, man?
It's another day nibbling around. And I start off nibbling because that's the way it goes. Toes must be taken. I hope that you were doing well today.
Yeah, chilling. Thanks for letting me chill here.
Oh man, you're always welcome. Always welcome. And of course, we are joined by Trina of Real Horror. What is going up, my lady?
Hey, good to be here. Hope everybody's having a great day.
It is one of those days. The pig has working
internet.
Right. The pig has working internet, folks. Yes, you heard that right. CenturyLink finally sent somebody out here that had a brain in their head, and I didn't have to perform operation and install one, and they actually got my internet working for a change.
We gotta throw a parade for Tommy because he has working internet.
Well, you know what? It's like the Y2K bug. Now is the countdown to when it crashes.
No.
Knock on wood. Knock on wood.
Let's say hello to the awesome people that have already stopped in the chat. We got Toy Mafia, first one in the house. What's going on, Toy Mafia? Chaos Hoy in the house as well. What's up, Chaos? I know I was talking to you earlier, man. Good to see you. Papa Cotton in the house. What's up, Papa? I hope you're doing well. Time Prophet also hanging out with us. What's up, Time Prophet? I hope you're doing well. Yeah, Papa. Yeah, grown men concerned about Disney in any way is more gay than 10 dudes blowing 12 dudes. Not going to lie. So we Mafia again. RR in the house with the Pig WO. You're damn right, man. I hope that you're doing well, RR. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Disney used to make adult movies too, like The Black Hole. I still love that movie. Yeah, that was back when they used to have creativity. Gone now, is it? Very gone it is. Lost forever in the woke madness that they have put up on themselves. Cocaine is a hell of a drug. You're damn right it is. There's an entire ecosystem of dorks that whine about Disney. It's fucking pathetic. You're damn right it is. They're like Disney crackheads. Addicted to crying over useless shit. I only watch older movies now. I hear you. I have that as well. A lot of us do. Physical media people. Yeah, the Marvels. Pre-order 2016 Geeks and Gamers, Dick Division, Frank. Yeah, I know. It's the same fucking regurgitated, tiring shit that you hear over and over again. So when you expect your reviews of the Marvels, yeah, shit, you're going to be waiting forever. When the whole thing crashes and burns, I'm still not going to watch it because I don't give a shit. Still haven't watched The Last Jedi. I'm still haven't watched The Rise of Skywalker, and I never will. I haven't watched Mandalorian or any of the other crap that they came out with. I couldn't name them all because I just don't give a shit. It's one of those things you got to be able to practice what you preach. And that used to be a thing at one time. If you're going to say, hey, don't watch this because these companies are woke and they're destroying our favorite franchise in our childhood and blah, 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 blah. Well, what do? You don't watch that shit. You lead by fucking example. But these son of bitches can't do it because they are devoid of any kind of real ability to do things legitimate and to actually practice what they preach. They just can't do it. They're bitches, right? They are bitches. So Noble and Virtus taking one for the team. Yeah, I'm sure. I bet they bend over with a big freaking tub of Vaseline and take one for the team as well. What's going on, super fan Adam Shaw? Good to see you. CenturyLink, yeah, you will pay for your shit service. Yeah, thank God they fixed it. It's about time. Somebody with brains. What's going on, Bone? Good to see you.
What's up,
The Marvels is going to be a glorious dumpster fire. What's going on? Decepticons Cave of Comics and Toys. Hell, I was just demoing the new Hellboy game. Dope. Nice. You were demoing it? Nice. Awesome.
What is a Hellboy game out?
Yeah, apparently.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I hear you. I don't watch anything from them either. I do not have the patience to watch trash. I mean, if I wanted to watch trash, I'd go outside and just look at my trash can until the garbage truck came. It'd be more enjoyable, quite honestly. But hey, what's going on, DJ Ronnie G? What's up, man? Yeah, that's right. We Nibbling Live. We started off early. Just threw a few shots out there at the absolutely brainless fucks that are going to watch it, so you don't have to. Jesus, the same tired, regurgitated shit, and then they'll find ways to defend it.
That's why I can't watch any of those channels anymore. It's like, I don't want to fucking hear about this shit. It's like, enough.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's the problem. Is if you hear it from one, you're going to hear it from every single one. And they talk about the mainstream media outlets regurgitating the same script. Mm-hmm. They do as well. Because I swear they all sit there stroking off to the latest Disney movie that came out while they watch somebody else. Well, what points did they make? Oh, yeah, let's jot that down. We're going to make those same points too. It's so tiring. So tiring. My God, people, get a fucking life. I would rather be the Toys R Us kid that never grew up talking about fucking things that I enjoy than talking about shit that I hate.
Yeah. So, Tommy and Trina, let me ask you guys this. Would you rather watch Maniac again, or would you rather watch the Marvels?
I would watch Maniac, hands down.
Go ahead.
Oh, no, go ahead, Tommy.
No, I was going to say, I would much rather watch Poultrygeist again, and everybody knows how much I hate that movie.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, I'd rather watch Maniac, and you know how low of a score I gave it.
What's going on, Tree Rock Creations, man?
What's up, Tree Rock?
How you doing?
I'm doing fine now. I don't know what happened to my computer. I guess it had an update, and since I left the tech industry for a while, apparently Microsoft is still my boss because they still update my computer.
It never ends with them. It never ends with them. I actually had a couple towers that went down because of Microsoft and their stupid updates. And even after I tried to, do the go back and delete the shit, I couldn't get everything off that they did to the computer, and I wound up losing 2 towers because of that shit. And all the information from video editing and everything that I had on it too, boy, that pissed me off.
Oh man, you're scaring me. I haven't backed up my computer in a while.
That's why I always say get yourself a good freaking good memory card, like a SanDisk or something like that, to store all your memory on, like a portable one or something, anything, just to back up all your important files.
Yeah, I got plenty of hard drives. It takes a while for those spinning drives to back up anything. If you're talking about a flash drive, yeah, I can back that up temporarily. But they
have the larger ones that are actually made to store, terabytes of information.
Oh, the SSDs?
Yeah.
I'm still on a mechanical drive, so that is on my list. anyways, I made it, and it blue screened on me, but I restarted, and it came back in. So I'm here.
Yep. I'm glad you could join us.
Me
Tommy
too.
and Guinea Pig Collective. Maniac Cop was a good movie. Don't know what Maniac is. Maniac is another one of those B-rated horror movies. It's pretty interesting. It's about this guy. He's kind of got the psychosis, almost like Norman Bates from Psycho. But
Yeah,
it's
he's
to
got
the
mommy
umpteenth
issues.
big time.
What,
The
Maniac
beer.
Cop?
No,
No.
Maniac.
Maniac.
It's Maniac.
Oh, Maniac.
Yeah, a lot of people confuse that, but yeah, very different movie.
And I agree with RR. They all have grand delusions of being Siskel and Ebert.
Well, it's kind of, all right. I guess a lot of people are guilty of that on YouTube, right? When they review movies.
Yeah, I would say so.
I can honestly say that's not where I'm at. I just like to
Yeah, I'm
talk
not
about
like that
movies
either.
I like.
Same. Well, all right. Or even if I watch a movie, like say when we do the movie reviews on the
Mhm.
weekend, and it's a movie that I haven't seen before, you
Mhm.
know, I'm picking it because it's like rarely heard of, rarely talked about, you know, shit like that. And
Yeah.
sometimes I'll find a nice surprise, like, oh, I thought this movie was going to be complete dog shit, but it was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, it's really good to dig into the dustbin of stuff that maybe somebody has never heard of. It's like one of those reasons that I talk about some of those older movies that it's a little bit less known. Like I always talk about DC Cap. I love DC Cap, and I think that thing is really underrated. I think it's a very fun movie, and I think a lot of people miss out on never seeing that. We got a few more people that popped in the chat. We got Soul Assassin. What's going on, Soul Assassin? Watch the new film called Bad CGI Gator. Looks so bad, it's hilarious. Time Prophet says he likes Poltergeist. All the actors died of old age after the movie finished. No dodgy circumstances at all. Bad Tape Potion is in the house. What's going on, Tina? Hope you're doing well. Curtis YZ also in the house. What's up, Curtis? What a Tommy and crew. Big news from my side. I quit my job and I'm moving finally out of California, but I'm driving using speech. So I won't be in the chat. Wish me luck, but I will be lurking. You know, Curtis, good luck, man. Be safe. And let me know that you're okay when you get back, buddy. Or if you need at some point, you need to get a hold of me because you need somebody to talk to because you're on the road for a while, you could reach out. We did that with Justin Proper one time when he was driving from California back to Ohio. Back up everything. Absolutely. Absolutely. My laptop has been updating nearly every day. Your computer isn't backed up unless it's backed up 3 times. Memory cards can fail. Buy more than one. Yeah, I hear you. I got a really good one and I haven't used it yet, but it's one of those things that every time I'm getting ready to use it, there's another problem, like whether it's the internet or something else crazy is going on. But I have a good SSD card to back everything up. I just got to put it in there and get all my important files off. Yeah, Poltergeist. Yeah, Poltergeist.
Yeah, it's a little bit different.
What's going on, manliness? Use a remote hard drive. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's kind of like what the flash SSD I have is. It's like a remote hard drive. Dad Disney suckers. Maniac Cop is on YouTube for free. That's another one I remember watching a long time ago. I just don't remember it very well.
Yeah, it's got Bruce Campbell for a minute.
And Tom Atkins.
Yeah, that's right. Yep.
Is Maniac the one who used the power drill?
No, that was another one we watched.
Yeah, that was the driller killer.
Driller killer. Oh, that one was awful.
The only
You're right,
reason I
yes.
know anything about Maniac Cop is because another YouTube channel mentioned it a while back.
Yeah.
I think
Did a
you
watch
know what,
party for it like 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
Watched Jason X the other day on Tubi and think you're overpaid. I rather like Jason X. I know that one gets a lot of hate, but I think it's fun. Siskel and Ebert never droned on for half hour about the weekend earnings of Disney. Shoot me now. I hear you. I'd rather watch anime and play video games and watch Tommy streams and videos these days because helping tip when leaving your state for another one, leave the state politics at the border. Yeah,
Yes.
unfortunately, most of those people can't. aren't delusional. They do honest opinions on films and have a good time with it, like Slasher does with his Saturday Night Reviews. There's fun hangouts. You're damn right, and Trina as well. And she's willing to put up with the talk of the comedy, romance, sci-fi, action.
Yeah, we have a good time.
That's what's all about is fun. You know, Hollywood doesn't know what fun is anymore.
Amen
They
to
used
that.
to. They used to.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they used to. Yeah.
What's going on, Steve? Good to see you. I'm doing all right. Hope you are too. Highlander, I know that's one of the ones I want to get around to talking about one of these days, and that's definitely going to be a going old school, and I've really got to devote like at least 50% of that stream to Highlander because there's a lot to talk about in there, especially when you get into the horrible sequels.
Oh, when you were talking about how like you like to talk about old movies and shit like DC Cab. Like I swear to God, Tommy, I think me and you are the only two people who know 3 O'Clock High. I mentioned this movie to people that are like, "What's that? What's that?" Nobody ever friggin' ever seems to know this movie these days. And that's such a good movie too. It's like it's very comedic, but it has moments of terror in it.
Oh, no topic, True Rock. Just whatever we feel like talking about. Well, if you don't know 3 O'Clock High, that is where this clip comes from.
Don't fuck this up, Mitchell!
Absolutely is a fun movie, and you wouldn't think so because it looks like the cover for it and everything just looks very blasé. It doesn't
It's
look
kind
like
of goofy. That cover is very goofy looking.
But it overall is an extremely fun movie, and I mean, it's for anybody who doesn't know about 3 O'Clock High, it's basically the story of this kid. He bumps into a bully and he provokes him. He's a new kid to the school, but this guy's a bully. He's gotten thrown out of numerous schools. He
has a reputation that all the students know about.
Probably a long police record as well, and he's just an overall badass that you don't want to mess with. And so this guy bumps into him. He's got to fight him because the bully says so. And the kid goes around doing all kinds of stuff like trying to recruit jocks
and
to fight like this guy.
The looks of horror on his face throughout the whole movie because he knows he's gonna get his ass kicked at the end of the day. It's so good.
I love when the bully runs into the jock and he just whips his ass.
He knocks over every friggin' shelf in the library.
I got to put this on my list because I was laughing because I'm looking at all of the actors that are involved in this movie, 3 O'Clock High. There's some good actors in here. Some of them are comedians. What's his name? Jeffrey. I don't know.
Jeffrey Tambor.
Yeah. And Philip Baker Hall. I've seen him in some things. He's a good actor. But yeah, I'll watch it just for those two guys. I'll put that on my list.
Manliness remembers that one. It's such a fun movie. Soul Assassin, you were not wrong. See, y'all haven't seen Tommy on social media. That's the real entertainment, where he trolls them mentally and with guinea pig gifts. He's the Hannibal Lecter of the group. What do you know about that, Clarice? ClownTube, CockTube, Jesus, we're already at YouTube. YouTube is such fuck-ups, man. They just don't stop. Yeah, they're all fake. RoboCop is a classic, and there's a new video game of it. Honors the IP.
I heard it's really good.
Holy shit. 3 O'Clock High has been spoofed so much by cartoons and films. Yeah, well, a lot of those movies are, especially the ones that were a little bit less known because they're the easiest ones to go after. Yeah, because a lot of people might not even get the reference, and that's kind of what they hope to get. You know, like use something that they know is funny that nobody else knows about, so it looks like they created it. But there's those people like us that, you know, the old heads that remember older movies like that, and we're like, man, you stole that from that movie. Get out of here.
They did a friggin' remake with Ice Cube and friggin' Charlie from Always Sunny, where instead of the students, it's the teacher. It's teachers. I didn't see it. I don't want to see it.
Time Prophet says Alec Baldwin is a great comedian. I hear he's shooting a new movie. One bullet at a time. So, what has everybody else got going on that's been fun? I know I spent some time today out in the store looking over a whole bunch of different toys, and I had a good time with that while getting nasty looks from people like, "What's he doing in a toy aisle? Go fuck yourself, lady. It's all mine right now until I decide to walk away. It's mine."
Oh, I love it.
These things
Me,
were
I haven't really been doing that much. I've been trying to clean up my studio. My studio is a mess. My wife was moving some pictures around. I got a bunch of a tub full of pictures where you know, not the digital kind, but the one that's been printed out. They were from my dad and my mom, and I just don't want to go through them, so I put them in a closet. But
what is this printing of a picture that you speak about? What is this old tech?
Well, Tommy, I shouldn't have to explain this to this audience. It's one of the reasons why I wanted to talk to you guys, because you grew up in that era, right, where you had to develop a picture, right? You had to take the film in and get it developed, and of course, if I was on another stream or they were younger,
had whole entire stores devoted to just that.
Yes, the little photo labs.
You remember those Kodak kiosks?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I remember even when I was a kid, like the Polaroid was still a big deal when I was a kid. Like just the instant photos, and you had to sit there and shake the damn picture.
Yeah.
I didn't find out until I was older why they came up with the Polaroid. Really, why people purchased the Polaroid. And it's because they wanted to take pictures so they didn't have to have developed in the.
So they could have their privacy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chaos. Yeah, I seen that one. I snagged that one. There's only a couple left in the classics line that I'm looking for, but one, it seems like it may have been removed from the lineup because it's no longer on the back of the cards, and I'm really confused why Rat King was removed. Like, I don't get it. Like, the last wave had him in there, and this newest wave, he's just taken off for whatever. I don't know if there was a problem with the name, maybe rights or something, but yeah. And I've read up in forums, and there's a lot of people that can't find that Rat King figure. I don't get it. Yeah, it's always good to back up those old photos too. That's why, like when you have the old photos, you have the negatives. Always keep your negatives and keep them well protected. So if you ever need to redo them, what you got there?
It's a box.
It's a Star Wars box.
My wife found this. I don't know who. She works at a library, and they had a lot of paper. I can't move my camera around. I'm trying to figure this out. And so all this paper came into this nice little box. I don't know why, but she picked it up and brought this home for me so I can store stuff in.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I wonder if it. Oh, I was going to say, I wonder if it was like promotional. Like, remember when they re-released all the films in the theater with the digitally enhanced versions?
Yeah.
Maybe.
That is really cool.
Yeah, she grabbed it and brought it home to me, and that's not the only thing I had. My sister, I don't have it anymore, but my sister brought home a 3PO stand, a full figure stand, and she brought it off of an airplane, and they tried to say you need another seat to purchase for that, and she said no, I'll just fold it up. So she had to fold it up, and she brought it in, and for the longest time I had that, and it scared my wife, and she said I'm getting rid of that thing because it scared her every time she came in.
Soul Sessa says, I hate Tree Rock. He has a cool Star Wars posters and a box.
What? I know he's kidding. I got a Star Trek thing back there. My wife gave me that for my door. There.
I like that.
Just something to get out of reality.
Yep.
Time Prophet says you can tell a Star Wars fan by how faded the Star Wars logo is. He's not wrong. He's not wrong. I have a bunch of Transformers shirts that are like that, where most of the freaking detailing on the front of the shirt is worn the hell off because I've worn them so many damn times.
I figured I better show something, so always telling a bunch of toys and stuff like that. So I figured y'all probably didn't have anything like that, and it would be neat to show. So, I might show some more things in the future. I've already talked to Tommy about that, but I have to get it out of support.
Yeah, we're definitely going to have something that's going to be coming up this month anyway. So I just got to pick a date. I got to find out exactly which date I need to do it on and around, but that's going to be like my tribute to JJ. And it's been a while since I had an opportunity to do something like that because that guy loved Star Wars. I mean, everything old Star Wars and everything was like his jam. And he could not talk enough about it. So I'm going to break out all the old Star Wars figures and play sets and everything else I have and just film a whole bunch of videos. And just have like a big dedication stream to JJ and talk about the old school Star Wars, the good Star Wars stuff, without having to sit there and talk about my pussy hurts and I need to watch this new Star Wars like Disney said you don't have to. Please just put your head back in the popcorn bucket and just shut the hell up. Time Profit, I still got a large collection of VHS tapes. Nice. I still got a bunch.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah. You always hope that those things don't go bad though, because it doesn't take much.
I'm amazed the VCR I have still works.
Awesome.
I have a brand new VCR in a box somewhere. A brand new one.
Okay, a VCR that works. Are you talking about the rewind works too?
No, like the whole. I'm saying, I'm just amazed that I could still pop a tape and it'll work.
I'm amazed you can rewind it.
No, it does. It rewinds.
My dad was
mind you, I haven't tried it to see if it worked in like 2 years, but last time I saw it work.
Yeah, Soul Assassin. Yeah, if you're a real OG, you went to the drive-through picture developers, right? Polaroid was the original Snapchat.
I remember even the pharmacies would have like the huge places, the huge pharmacies. Like we used to have Genevieve's before they changed it 9 million times from like Walgreens to whatever the fuck. And they had the section in the back for developing pictures.
I miss those days, quite honestly. What's going on to Scrambles the Death Dealer? What's going on, dude? And King of Squibs is
Scrambles?
also in the house. What's up, Squibs?
What's up, Squid?
I hear people are pooping in lines for rides at Disney World.
Jeez.
Well, it's all shit anyway, so they probably pay. They probably charge extra for those lines now because they figure it's part of the attraction.
Well, yeah, like aren't the lines like I heard like the lines have been like you're waiting a lot longer now?
Well, I know for a while they were saying that the wait times had gotten extremely short because there wasn't as many people going to the park. Now I know the only in the last time because I went twice with my wife. Never went when I was a kid, so I went twice with my wife. She wanted to take her daughter there and everything else, so we went twice.
Mm-hmm.
And both times we went, the lines were so exorbitantly long. It was like you're waiting an hour and a half just to say, get on the Pirates of the Caribbean ride.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, it's just insane. And something like Space Mountain, that's like 2.5, maybe 3 hours.
Never been there, never cared to go there.
Yeah, we went in 2009 and it was in the summer. And it was, I would say each ride was about an hour wait on average.
I mean, that's the problem, though. There shouldn't be that big of a wait. I mean, the idea of, especially with their so-called speedy lines and everything like that, you want people to get in and then off the ride as quick as possible so you can keep everybody moving, so you keep everybody happy. Because there's nothing worse than going into a park and spending half your day waiting on 2 rides.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Chaos Voice says Clownfish did a video on people pooping in Disney World lines.
Oh,
God. Steve, my birthday is in May, Tom. You feel you have too much Star Wars stuff. Hey, you son of a bitch. You goddamn Norwegians always trying to get something for free. You damn son of a bitch. I will think about you, Steve, if there's something that I don't want anymore in Star Wars related. I know you've expressed interest in a couple of things, but most of this poop's got a full series contract. I bet they did. It's part of the attraction. Not only is it a ride, but it's a bathroom as well. I have a working VHS machine, but the lead for it has gone missing. Lead?
Oh, yeah, the lead. Yeah.
I'm amazed it's not butter. Yeah, my dad was so anal about the VHS tapes, especially about the Be Kind rewind shit. That he actually bought a dedicated rewinder, like
The
you would see in
rewinding
Blockbuster.
machine.
Yes.
The rewinding machine. I
My
always
dad-
found that
yeah.
so dumb. Like, why not just rewind it in the VCR?
Well, that's because the VCRs, when they first came out, they were like $400, $500.
Yeah,
And-
yeah, I know.
And so the rewind machine is a good investment, so you don't have to go out and buy another VCR. The only reason I know that is because my dad bought one of these second generation VCRs. The first generation VCRs had those big old tape buttons on the top, and they overheated if you used them too much. So if you watched maybe 4 hours of movies, it would overheat and stop.
What's up, Vinny?
What up, Vinny?
Hey, Vinny. Is
Hi,
he
Vinny.
muted? He might be muted.
Vinny's playing strong and silent. Time Prophet says, do you think Westworld is finally coming true where they have replaced all the leaders of every country with robots? Biden is definitely a robot. I have no clue. I've never watched Westworld, believe it or not. And what's up, Vinny?
Hello, everyone. Yeah, my mic was off and something was blocking it, so I didn't see it.
I'm
hello,
sure
everyone.
Obama says the same thing. His mic was off.
His mic was pegging him. Yeah, I'm a little bit late. I was starting to film something when I saw what time it was. I forgot it was Tuesday, but I'm filming some cool stuff for tomorrow. So, or I'm sorry, for Thursday rather.
Yeah, I've been filming some stuff too, and I mean, hopefully Trina would be. I don't think she'll get it in time for Thursday, but she should have it for next Thursday.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
Awesome. Hell yeah. Stig, he said, for God's sake, say something, Vinny. Oh,
I know, Steve. I know you would. I remember everything you said before. Believe me, I've got a memory like a steel trap. Yeah, unless it's Disney Star Wars. I've got a few Disney Star Wars things that my dad had given me because he didn't pay attention. You know how old people get. It says Star Wars. He likes it. No, Dad, no. Just like Transformers, he bought me some of the stuff from the live action movies. I was like, Dad, no, I like Transformers, just not that.
oh, son of a bitch.
Yeah,
Y'all
my
had
dad did
wide
the same
machines?
thing. My dad
Yeah.
did the same thing, yeah.
Oh, man.
He didn't know the difference between Star Wars and Disney Star Wars.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
horrible.
Well, a lot of normies don't.
Now no one has to rewind, right? I hear you. For God's sake, say something, Vinny.
I'm
I'm just
saying
catching up. I'm just catching up to the chat here. Biden, aka Brandon's robot. Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
Toy Mafia.
What's up?
Film something. What's the amateur porn film's title, Vinny?
Collectible pass with a couple of guineas.
What's their names?
Oh boy! Stop trying to get me into trouble. I do that just fine by myself.
Had to be Italian clams. Couldn't be no other clams for Vinny, see?
Oh God!
Hey, but when you're having fun, you're having fun. And I know when I shoot a lot of these videos, I'm usually having a good time when I'm shooting a lot of these toy videos. Even the ones that irritate the living daylights out of me. And I think that's one of the things a lot of these people on YouTube have completely missed out on now. They're not having fun anymore. They make it more like it's a chore. And once it becomes a chore, it not only does it show up in what you're doing and presenting to people, but it starts wearing you down as well. And you wind up getting irritated. And see, this is why I take out all my frustration on the idiots on Twitter. Because I get to laugh, I get to have a good time, I snicker. I'm telling you, I laugh like the Joker sometimes when I'm just mocking these douchebags on Twitter. It's so much fun. Okay, all the time.
We can caught you firsthand doing it.
I'm a little demented when it comes to that stuff. I'm not going to lie. It's so much fun, and they make it so easy.
Well, that's because they don't think. They're just talking, and they're not thinking about what they're saying, and they get emotional, and they make a lot of stupid comments.
Oh,
you know what the best is? Oh God! I was watching one today. He was going after Mara Jade, OG Mara Jade, and this guy was saying shit like trying to mock her intelligence and everything like that. Why this guy is making all kinds of oofas with the English language. It was just like hysterical. Like, dude, put down the box of crayons and go read a book. You know, you need to do something else with your life. These people are just retarded. There is no other word for it.
Mm-hmm.
Roast the idiots on Twitter, aka X. Damn right. Satan, that's what it's all about. Having a laugh. Always having fun. If you're not having fun, you need to start questioning what these people are presenting to you.
Yeah.
Seriously. There are too many psychos. You know what? You can mock them, dog shit out of them, find profit. Oh my God, does it make the day go by? And you know what? Here's the thing: you gotta always remember, too, guys. It's not only just the weirdos that you don't know on Twitter. Sometimes you have weirdos in your circles that you just don't realize are just like those people. They're out there. I've run into a few.
Yeah. It's crazy, man. A lot of them, they do exactly what they claim that the opposite side does or the left does. And it's really gross, man. When you see that shit. Go ahead, Trina.
Oh no, I was just agreeing with you.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
You're damn right it is. You're damn right it is. And you've asked numerous times, so you asked and you're going to get it.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Yeah, you lag behind. No worries, Curtis. I mean, you're on the road, man. No worries, man. That you even showed up while you're on the road, dude, that means a lot. Thank you so much, Curtis. I mean, Curtis is one of those guys, I've said it before. He was behind me from day one when I had maybe, if I even had 40 subscribers, that's probably was saying a lot. It was a drop in the bucket of nothing, and nobody was really tuning in. But I was having fun doing what I was doing. So I just kept going with it. And I never would have thought that I'd even get to this point where I have over 1,700 subs. I never thought I would get there. Just having fun. I'm not actually trying to sit there and like beg for subs and do all the other weird things that all these strange son of a bitches do just to try to, I don't know. It's kind of like somebody getting a sports car. You know, my cock is so much bigger because I got this Camaro. No, dude, it's still the same size. You just got it in a bigger boat.
Yeah.
Actually, the reason I'm on Rumble is just because of you can't use long clips, on YouTube. They'll flag you, and they were blocking some of my videos. And all I wanted to do is just to show how things are shot and how we've lost the art of actually watching a movie because all the quick cuts, you can't see the action in the shaky cam and all that. And I'm trying to make a point, and so YouTube was being difficult with me. So I said, well, the hell with this. I'm going to Rumble because no one's going to see my stuff anyways if I stay on YouTube. I mean, how much of a clip can you use from a movie before they stop you on YouTube now?
It's one of those things. It's a bit of a gray area. I mean, I find as long as the clip is usually under 10 seconds, preferably under 8, usually they won't bother with you. Usually. Now, I have a few that are actually longer than that, and I've never gotten hit. Like, I have the God Have Mercy one. And yeah, that one, that's like 26 seconds long. And I have never gotten hit on that, surprisingly.
Yeah.
I thought for sure I would, but.
Yeah.
It's so unpredictable, though. Sometimes you get hit, sometimes you don't.
Yeah. That's the problem. I've used longer clips and they don't bother me, and I wonder if it's because my streams are dedicated movie reviews. I don't know though. I feel like they just apply the terms of service selectively, and that's really the problem. Is that it's a crapshoot.
Mm-hmm.
It definitely is. It's almost like you're trying to stay within the borderlines of what is acceptable, but of course YouTube is not going to tell you exactly what is acceptable. Then you always have the fair use and education and everything else you could lean back on with fair use, but then YouTube tends to like to ignore those as well.
Yep.
And it's not just using clips and everything like that. It's using music and everything, especially music that maybe you are authorized to use. I keep running into this problem over and over and over again.
That's even worse. Yeah.
Especially if you're paying for a service like I am, and it's basically a license to use that music, and I'm using it within the confines that they say that I should be able to use it. Yeah, I keep getting hit for it, so then I got to keep fighting them. And it's not that I have to keep fighting them, just alone. It's the fact that I have to keep doing it repeatedly for the same ones over and over and over again, even after they've taken it away, and they say, okay, you won your appeal. Okay, why am I getting hit for it again then from the same people again? Why does this keep happening? At some point, are people going to like mitigate these problems? If these people are just like randomly throwing false flags out there for content that was already appealed once?
Yeah, that seems like an abuse of the flagging system.
It sounds like you're getting double jeopardy.
Yeah.
And they can change the rules at any time. You might be okay today, but then YouTube will change the algorithm or something, and you'll get hit again. So there doesn't seem to be a flag system where it keeps you from not getting hit if you already gotten hit once.
Right.
Yeah, nothing's fair. They mess with us all the time.
Hey, Curtis, be safe, man. Be safe.
Yeah, have a good one.
And he's making that long drive out of California.
Good for him.
Oh, is he? What is he doing? Is he moving?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Good job. Be safe.
Time Prophet says it also depends on who owns the rights to the clips as to the length. You can use a lot of BBC clips in some of my videos, and they are very strict.
Yeah. Oh, it's like the WWE stuff. You play more than 3 seconds, they get you.
It's crazy. It's crazy. And usually for something like that, they don't bother you. Like I had the same problem with Discovery over the BattleBot stuff. Just for that little segment, it's robot fighting time. They were hitting me for it constantly. That's why I wound up freaking doing a little mini clip where it looks like Barnes is saying it. Because it's just so much easier to just do it that way with the guinea pig robotic cybernetic voice than it is to deal with the shit from Discovery.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's another problem. There is no definitive laws across the board with all this shit. It's like it's like a free for all, and it shouldn't be. There should be some kind of standard rules to how copyright and fair use and all that stuff works completely across international lines, because that's the only way you can actually enforce it. The problem is when you have one country doing it one way and another country doing it another way, you start going to run afoul of other countries. So then what happens? The second country that maybe had a little bit more lax laws to it may tighten them up like the other countries so they can fall in line with them. It's just horseshit.
Well, the real problem is YouTube, because they say they're not, they don't act on behalf of the copyright claims and stuff, but really they do. It's an absolute lie, because that's how the whole thing works. Is that someone will claim something that you used, and then the burden's on you to like say no, this was fair use and everything like that, when it's easy for YouTube to determine that it's a fair use, it's fair usage of whatever material, but they're not. They're assisting the flaggers.
Our wish is a safe journey out of Mordor to Curtis. Yeah.
Well, Trina, there's also a possibility they don't really know what the AI is doing because it's so complicated. I mean, that's thousands, probably millions of lines of code, if not more. Who really knows what it's doing?
But once again, I mean, that's absolutely YouTube's fault. They should know what this shit is doing. If they're the ones implementing this type of program, they should know what it's doing, and they should know how to correct it at any time. But they just don't seem to give a rat's ass.
Yeah, because Rumble and Odyssey don't even participate in that stuff.
Not manly. There's some motivation. Slack jaw flaggers.
I love it.
Perfect. Perfect.
There was an instance a YouTuber bought some Google ads to put on YouTube. And I won't mention his name, but he bought like $20,000 worth of ads, and he was trying to get his channel started, and the algorithm changed to those shorts. And and when it changed to the shorts, it accidentally flagged his promotion of his channel, and he didn't find out until 6 months later what had happened, and he reported it to the tech team and said, "Oh yeah, it shouldn't be doing that. It's fixed now." But he already spent $20,000, and does he get a refund? No.
Wow.
They ripped him off.
Yep.
Holy crap! It was their own. It was their own service.
Yeah, you can
yeah.
buy some kind of advertising with Google to promote your channel, but it was flagging it as shorts, and it was going against him for some reason. I don't know exactly what happened, but he was talking about it, and he said there was a glitch, and he reported it, and they even said, "Oh yeah, it shouldn't be doing that, and it's fixed now." But the thing is, that's the whole time, that 6 months.
Yeah,
you know, it was useless.
They need to make good on that. That's their fault, not his fault. So I just, oops, it's a $20,000 glitch. Holy hell!
Yeah, I mentioned that to him, but he's like, "Well, it's just sometimes you do things, that's right and still lose." And he just said he just gave up on YouTube and he's just going to do Twitch. So he's just going to go back to Twitch and the hell with YouTube. Yeah, he had editors and he had a lot of people working for him, and all that time was wasted.
Wow, that's terrible. What an evil, disgusting company.
Manliness and motivation brings this one up. I don't know the person, but Eckhart's Ladder has been hit before by copywriting stuff, and he has permission from the music author.
Yep, that I've heard of that. That's happened to well, he used to go by Sir Talks a Lot. He's
is that's his, or you're talking about Sir Talks a Lot, the same thing?
I'm talking about that the same thing happened to Sir Talks a Lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
How much money did he spend, Tree Rock?
He spent about $20,000.
Jesus, he would have been better off getting that much worth of friggin' scratch off lotto tickets.
Well, see, that's the thing. He spent it to promote his channel, and the algorithm pretty much screwed him over. And I'm wondering if he spent that $20,000 on Rumble, if he would have gotten somewhere.
Yeah,
because Rumble doesn't have an algorithm, but if you pay for advertising on Rumble, I wonder if his channel would have taken off there.
Oh, okay, yeah, probably. Just
like Odyssey, they don't have an AI algorithm either. So if you pay $20,000 over there, what would it be the outcome over there compared to YouTube?
Yeah,
he screwed him over.
Yeah, it sounds like his chances would have been a lot better. Wow, that's terrible, man. And yeah, I know I've seen, I think on one of their emails or something too, they said that if you even have permission from like the music holder or whatever, it doesn't matter. They'll still flag you and everything else, or do the copyright claim bullshit. So they said, I think unless you actually perform it yourself, there's some other kind of loophole. But yeah, no, they've always got some scam. They're always moving the goalposts. That's just
Vinny, this kind of reminds me of Bethesda when they don't fix their bugs and they let their bugs go over to the next game and the next game and the next game. Yeah. And it doesn't ever get fixed until people start really raising hell about it.
Yep. No, that's usually how it works.
Well, I know I had something very similar with the subs thing, which they're kind of doing it again anyway. So because they always go back to the same bullshit they always do. But like when I started giving YouTube a bunch of shit about how they kept stealing my subs, all of a sudden they stopped. Like I kept calling them out like over and over and over again on it. I started freaking in the creative thing, like I was bitching at them there, where you could send stuff in like suggestions or whatever, and just like basically just give them a ration of shit if you want to. And then I was doing videos talking about it all the time and showing proof of how the numbers just kept disappearing. And then all of a sudden they just backed off me for a while and left me alone. And then all of a sudden they came right back and they're doing the same crap again. It's just so, it's just so boring with that shit. I just don't understand why they do it. I mean, they talk about they supposedly want everybody on their platform to be successful, and it actually behooves them to stifle creators, because that's ad revenue that they could be getting if they just let people be and just grow naturally, if they were growing like that.
Yeah. Well, that's it. It's like RR said. They're always pushing control. That's what it is. They want you to know that you have no power.
They're taking the you out of YouTube.
Of course. I didn't know this too. Soul Assassin, he says, don't forget when Metallica's stream got taken down for playing their own music on Twitch. Holy shit.
I forgot about that.
That's hilarious.
Wow.
Well, you know what? That kind of leads back into this, what Time Prophet was saying.
Mhm.
No, wait a minute. That's not the right one. This is it right here. I hope nobody claims the music in my videos because I make it up on the guitar. That's the thing. It could happen. It's happened to me. I did music on my own, and they tried to claim it. I fought the claim because it was false and it was bullshit. And the people that were trying to claim it were just that. They were just grifter bullshitters who just lay random claims on anything they see to try to take it. Even if they don't have the rights to do it, they'll try it anyway.
Wow.
And that's why I always tell everybody, I don't care what it's for, fight them. What's going on, Lurch? Good to see you, buddy. I hope you're doing well.
What's up, Lurch?
Absolutely nuts. It's absolutely nuts. And YouTube are absolutely ridiculous with that shit. Like, they literally told me in the private chat over the one problem I was having with that Chinese thing because of the this video was taken down because you didn't play the Chinese national anthem, that thing with that Chinese music in the background.
Yeah.
When they hit me for that, I said they literally, it's not their music. It's two different types of music, and both of them have been altered, and it's not the original music anymore. And they basically, YouTube said it doesn't matter. They made the claim, and unless they take the claim down, it's going to go through. Honestly, so wait a minute. Even if they don't have any legitimate grounds for making this claim, you're going to leave it up anyway, regardless of the fact. And I can't say otherwise. Oh, that's the way the system works, unless they take it down. So what's to stop me from just false flagging and say somebody stole my music, even though it's not my music at that point? Because apparently the burden of proof is not on me. It's on the other person to prove that it's theirs, or that they have permission to use it, or that it's not mine.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying.
Yep.
It's the system is absolutely messed up the way YouTube runs it.
Mm-hmm. They've run it just like the government and their trials and stuff. Same deal. It's all bullshit. Mm-hmm.
It's absolutely crazy. It's absolutely ridiculous.
It's insanity across the board, man.
I got a question for everyone here. I'm going to change the subject a little bit so we can get off of YouTube because there's not much we can do about it.
I'm sure none of us would be able to get off on YouTube.
Okay, I walked into that. You get points for that. I'm still not sharp enough yet, but eventually I'll get there. I remember when I was watching television back in the 80s, before they had the insignia of everybody's every station. They had at the bottom right hand corner. It had a clear little insignia of let's say whatever channel you were watching.
Right.
Yeah, like a little watermark. Right?
Yeah, I hate that. When they started doing it, I really hated that. It bothered me all the time. But there was a time before they didn't even use that. They just flashed the channel logo for like 5 or 6 seconds, and then it's off. So when you're taping something, on a VCR, you'd be able to get the television movie that you want without that little watermark in the bottom right-hand corner. But I'm pretty sure that's why they put the watermark in the bottom right-hand corner, is because people were taping stuff.
Yeah, but a lot of them too, like they would tape it and then they would sell it like it's a copy of their own, and that is major copyright infringement stuff.
Yeah, I understood it. It bothered me because the watermark was always there.
Oh yeah. That sucks.
Time Prophet said we never had the watermark on British programs. We only had 3 channels back then. Well, I remember even when we had like the UHF, VHF type stuff, there was a few channels that always had that watermark on there. There was always a few of them.
Yeah.
That comment comes across like back in my day.
Get off my damn lawn, you freaking kids!
You damn whippersnappers.
Well,
we had 3 channels.
it bothers me. I can't help it. You're trying to watch a movie and I'm staring at the bottom right-hand part of the screen.
Oh,
They gave
it's like
people
it's like watching sports now. that there's everything on the screen. They tell you or if you were to watch a baseball game in friggin' 1988, you wouldn't have known shit of what was going on. They didn't have the score on the screen all game. They didn't have how many runners were on base, like in the corner.
That's
how
right.
many
They
outs
didn't.
there were. Like the announcers had to tell you.
Nice one. Nice movie line. We have it all on UHF.
And there was another thing.
Fuck, we are old. You're damn right we're old, Sonny.
There was another thing that bothered me too, and that I think they came out with picture in picture, and they were advertising televisions with picture in picture. I think mid '80s. I think.
Yeah, I remember those.
And it's like, why would you need that? You can't watch two things at one time.
So how are you going to hear anything?
Yeah.
I never understood that.
Yeah, but look what we're doing right now.
Let me tell you what. You don't
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, you don't think you could do it until you could do it. I didn't think that I could watch 7 streams at once and mod on all of them, but I did it.
Damn.
It wasn't easy because you start getting confused between them. But all the times that I was modding and doing like multiple streams like that, I only messed up once because to make it easier for myself, I made a big giant spreadsheet of all the links and everything else that I would need for each individual channel, and I would have them separated. I only messed up once and put the wrong channel's link into somebody else's chat once out of all the times I was doing that for a good like 5 months. That was modding for multiple channels at the same time. Yeah, only messed up once. You could do it. It can be done. It's not easy because it does become a big jumble of freaking words and everything else. And God, you're trying to follow the chat. Like, whew, that was a lot. I'm just glad I don't do that shit anymore. It was too much work for my paws.
Yeah.
Plus, I'm a little bit older now. Your arthritis starts kicking up.
Why do old men's voices sound dry?
You get so old, you forget to drink water.
It's all dusty.
Yeah. You open our mouths and bats fly out of it.
Right? Oh man, if I could get the pigs to mod, that would have been something. If I could get the pigs to do stuff with computers, they would each have their own little email and they'd be watching the streams too.
Oh shit.
So I remember one time I was trying to record a TV movie on a VCR, and then we had bad weather, and then the stupid weather man would come on there and warning us about weather, and we have all these warnings, and it's like, I'm trying to tape this movie.
Nothing was more real than the struggle with rabbit ear antennas back in the day. Nothing was more real than that struggle.
Now, are we talking just plain old rabbit ears, or are we talking about the rabbit ears with the tinfoil on them too?
That was where you had to get the extra friggin' you get the extra power.
Yeah.
Doing a little pennant around the friggin' around the antennas.
If somebody walked over there to the television, if it's rigged like that, it'd mess it up.
Yeah.
I had the rabbit ears on my bedroom TV. They were so tall. It was ridiculous.
I actually broke an antenna one time.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
You know, back in my day when you had to put aluminum foil around your rabbit ears, you had to get a pair of tin snips to cut the shit because it was so thick.
My dad would come in. Who did this? I'd point at my sister. She did it.
Yeah, why don't you get Rorschach to power your turntable? I mean, it's free energy. Oh, no. Rorschach is not going to do anything like that. Are you kidding? Rorschach's lazy. Unless it's treat time, then he'll move about. But usually I've got to yell at him to get his attention, even to give him a treat. That son of a bitch would be chewing on the bar. I'd be like, Rorschach! Rorschach! People down the street are looking outdoors and everything. What the hell's going on around here? I'm just trying to feed the guinea pig a treat. Don't worry about it. Go back in your house. Get off my damn lawn!
Oh shit.
But no, it's yeah. I mean, like all the problems with YouTube, though, they are driving a lot of people nuts, and that's why a lot of us are already created secondary accounts, whether it's on Rumble, whether it's on Odyssey. I have both, just in case, because you never know. You never know when YouTube is going to strike when they decide They've had enough for you. I mean, they've been shadow banning my channel for a while. At this time last year, my videos were my short videos. I'm talking about, like the ones that they keep telling you to use to push your channel. On average, most of them were getting, I want to say, somewhere around, on let's say a fair average, somewhere around 5 to 700 views for each short. Now, on most of my short videos, I'm probably lucky if I get 50 or 60.
Yeah.
The content really hasn't changed that much. It's the same stuff that everybody was watching for God knows how many months, but all of a sudden it's just not getting pushed. It's not getting recommended. I mean, I hear over and over again, I didn't even see that you had stuff up. And by the time somebody does see it, it's so well past the point that it's going to be able to move in the algorithm and new people are going to find you. It's almost pointless.
Yeah. I'm trying to experiment myself right now with the YouTube bullshit. I made another account just to put like my art classes on, just to keep it away from everything else, and just to see how it is without any push, without anything. If it could pick up by itself, just out of curiosity, you know.
YouTube's still the best platform, though, to actually get your stuff seen.
And that's the thing that sticks in every last one of our crawls is the fact that they still are number one. Like I just wish that YouTube would push the most ridiculous bullshit on everybody, so everybody just decides, screw you, going over to Rumble or going over to Odyssey. I would love to see it. Don't say it never could happen, because nobody ever thought that MySpace was going to go the way of the dodo.
I was one of those.
No. I
didn't think it was gonna ever go away either. And people were talking about Facebook, and I remember that, and it's like Facebook. I looked at that, and it's that there's not even a blog on that.
But Tommy, I think you misheard me. I said it could happen. I didn't say it could.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, Lurch says I can make a generator with like 4 or 6 hamster wheels driving the dynamo, 4 to 6 Guinea power.
Yeah, there's usually 4 to 6 guineas on this panel.
I mean, shorts are still helpful, but for me right now, they're just not as helpful as they used to be. And it is quite depressing, because so many of us put so much effort into some of these things and then just watch them like fall flat on their faces. It's just like, if it's going to fall flat on its face because I put out a substandard short or a substandard video, I am fine with that. You know what? If it wasn't up to par and it wasn't as good as it should have been, tell me this wasn't as good as one of the other videos. I like what you did on this video better. I'd rather deal with that and just get good criticism back than just be shadow banned and it not being shown to anybody.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I agree. But again, was it 6 months ago? I think they did that change where like the shorts really don't do anything anymore.
That's when it started.
Yeah. Go ahead, Trina.
I was going to say, well, that's what an honest algorithm would be if they just let accounts. Well, once upon a time, they used to just let accounts, just hit normally, like, by popularity. A lot of people would check out a channel, so it would, it would get seen more. And that was an honest algorithm. Now it's written differently, and it's not fair like that anymore.
I think that's the thing that a lot of us want. We just want fairness in this stuff. I mean, seriously, it's not that hard.
Yeah, they're not going to give it to us. They'll fall before that happens. But that's why, again, Rumble, they've been taken off. If they're able to get themselves onto like the TVs, like the smart TVs and shit, then they'll be gigantic. But
well, I think if Rumble was actually improved their, how to say that, their overall design, how to sign up, make everything up in one name. If they made it a little bit more user friendly, I think that they could probably draw in a bigger crowd. But the way they have it right now is just such a damn mess.
You can't really organize anything on there. If you upload a video, it's by date or length, but you can't really organize it like you can on YouTube. And not only that,
like
it doesn't. Yeah, I don't know if you've noticed this or not, but when your video finishes, you don't get to play or advertise another one of your videos. It goes to something else.
Yeah, I noticed that. Yeah. Yeah, there's a few things they definitely need to work out. Or what's it called, the UX or some shit, something like that. But yeah, they need to fix all that crap. Because I mean, it is a place that has freedom right now, or at least for right now. We don't know if that'll change at some point. But I know, like they said, like the owner or whatever, he is very based, and he's very proud that they're able to have so many people, conservatives and just free thinking people on there without being censored. So I know he's told them, like the mainstream and all them, to go fuck themselves too, when they wanted him to remove certain people, like what's this, Russell Brand, when they were trying to attack him, like a month ago, with the false claims and accusations and whatnot. And he said, no, why would I remove him? There's for what? There's no proof. No one went to court or anything. He isn't found guilty of anything. This is bullshit and hearsay.
I mean, yeah, I mean, everybody's saying, like the dickheads that are running YouTube. I mean, and right now, everybody talked about Wasnicki. When she's gone, everything's going to be so much better, and it's not, because we got this idiot running the show.
Yeah. They just, again, if he goes and they put someone else, it's like they already did it. The previous ones, and it was the same deal. They don't give a shit.
It's like a remake of a bad B movie with an even worse B movie cast. Like, that's what it is. And Time Profit, that's pretty awesome, man. The best video is now over 10,000. My second best is 8,000. Awesome. But
and that's all original content that you created.
Yeah. I mean, it's not to say that I didn't. I know Time Profit is definitely he's doing a lot of stuff where he was talking about Doctor Who and stuff like that, but he's doing a lot of his own stuff. And I try to do the same thing every time I do something. Now, whether or not I use something that pertains to what I'm making, I might use that as a supplementation to kind of get the point across. Okay, well, if you don't remember this, maybe you remember it from this type of thing. And I try to do that, but I try to do it sparingly. I do it as just like little key moments, just so people remember things. Like, for example, when I did the 86 Transformers Ironhide and Prowl figures, I used clips from the 86 movie to get the point across of why they were in their certain poses or what damage they took and why they should look the way they did. And I think the key to creating original content is being able to use the stuff that's out there to kind of get your point across without overdoing it and oversaturating it so it isn't your own.
That's right. This is one of the things that I've done over at Rumble. I mixed some music, different music to some video of different movies and stuff like that, but I don't expect to make any money off of that because it's just not enough. And I think in fair use anyways, you got to have 65, 70%, your stuff on there to even qualify anyways. So I didn't even really expect that to really make any money off of it because it wouldn't be fair anyways. The other stuff that I'm trying to do is just use small clips to make jokes out of it because I know my audience has seen, like I said, Raiders of the Lost Ark. That's one of the videos that I'm trying to get out that it's been taking longer than usual. You already know what's going to happen. People memorize those scenes. They've seen it so many times. But if you change it up, you can make jokes out of it because you'll catch them off guard. And so that's not part of the movie. That didn't happen. And then you can catch them off guard. So it's a different kind of humor that I could use to my advantage because people know these movies so well and the scene so well that I can throw something in there that they're not expecting, catch them off guard. And then, of course, there's another audience that doesn't know those clips. And then I can explain it later on why I changed those things and why it's funny. And that's what I'm trying to work on. Now, there's only a few videos that I'm going to do like that just to get my point across. But I got to get that out pretty quick. And I was thinking about this before I came on the stream. The audience, you guys, how many took the what do you call it? C virus vax. Can we talk about that?
Not me.
I mean, on YouTube.
Yeah.
Can we talk about that, or is that?
They claim that we could at this point, but I think it's a trap.
Well, yeah, but what I'm saying is, my audience. I don't know how much audience I'm going to have later on if they took that. So I'm trying to get it out as fast as I can, just so that I can reach an audience before something happens to them.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the game you always wind up playing. Like, how much is allowable now, but won't be in the future. I mean, I've actually had a few videos from, like 4 years ago that were fine for what they were, but then all of a sudden YouTube's policy changed, and then they either took them down or they restricted them. And what's going on, Chris?
What's up, Chris?
WTG content, man. Good to see you, man. Always when I'm looking for something quick to watch, just before I walk out the door to go, and I see you guys streaming. Vinny's got the art book popped in there. Be sure to sign up for that. Check it out. Hey, there's nothing wrong with signing up for that, man. Check it out. See what's going on. Vinny does some amazing work, guys. If you haven't seen it already, you're missing out. And jabs are forbidden. You take your damn jabs off my lawn. Soul Assassin was saying, wasn't The Rock in the news for buying stock in Rumble? Or is he mistaken?
Why would he be in the news for that? Well, yeah.
You mean the actor?
Yeah.
I don't know anything about that.
Uh-oh, we lost to Vinny. It's the internet acting up again. It's simple. Draw or put some TNA on your vids. Keep them bots confused and distracted from hitting the block button. I've seen people do that. I see it all the time on YouTube. They'll come up with this crazy-ass thumbnail that literally has nothing to do with the video that they have up. They do that just to draw people in. Like, I don't care if they're showing some girl's ass or whatever. It draws people in, and they watch the video. At least some of it. Probably
I
some
will
of them watch
block
it
a
to the end.
channel for that. I will totally block a channel for doing that.
No, you know why they do it, though? Because they do that and hoping that somebody's going to watch all the way to the end and hoping they're going to see it. And then when they don't see it, like, son of a bitch. But usually they'll forget what channel it is. So the next time they do it, they'll watch it again. Or they'll watch another one of their videos where they did the same thing.
They're called simps.
They are. They're everywhere. And they multiply when they hit water. Or in a movie theater watching Disney. Yes, and we've talked about that as well. As soon as election time comes up, censor everything.
Sorry, guys. My internet did that thing it does. It shits the bed all the time. Just like that rotting bag of oatmeal in the white. Hey, I do gotta get going though.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, when's the ETEP running? 8:35?
No, 8:15.
Oh, 8:15. Oh, so he's getting ready to run. Okay, well, we're going to wind this up. We're going to wind this down. And anybody else have anything else they want to talk about before we start wrapping it up?
Nah.
No.
All right. Slasher's got the movie stream on Saturday, and I forget which movie are we doing on Saturday.
Class of 1999.
Class of 1999. That's a good one with the.
Well, I'm also gonna do the
wrestling.
Yeah, wrestling dustbin tomorrow. We're just gonna talk about the Chamber of Horrors match. That's all. I don't think it's a 2-hour pay-per-view, and they friggin' start the whole thing with the Chamber of Horrors match. I just want to see the Chamber of Horrors match.
Awesome.
Halloween Havoc 91.
Guys, stop by tomorrow for Slasher for that, and then Saturday as well. Vinny.
I'll be hosting the toy stream on Thursday, and like I said, I got a couple of cool pieces. One's already filmed, the other one is partly filmed. I think I'm gonna throw up a couple of shorts too soon. That's why I'm trying to jump on it a little bit earlier. But I'm also building up the campaign for the art book. I'm hoping to launch that by next week. I was gonna do it at the end of this week, but I don't think I'm gonna have time to. So it'll probably be next week. But yeah, it should be a good time for sure. And then obviously Friday we got a lot of stuff to talk about regarding what's going on in the world and other things of that nature. And something that just was dropped recently about the crooked judge and that horrible prosecutor. It dredged up stuff that she did a while ago as well. Let's just say they like to get undressed and take photos of themselves.
Bunch of damn sickos.
These people are all psychos. But yeah, so yeah, we got some crazy stuff to talk about on Friday, that's for sure.
Demented son bitches.
Right.
Guys, if you haven't, sign up for the new art book. And be sure to stop by for ETEPs. If somebody could drop the link in the chat, I really would appreciate it. ETEP's always doing the old school wrestling streams as well. And Slasher and I will be doing one as well tomorrow because unfortunately our Miss Trina is taking the night off. But Trina, let them know what you got coming up.
Well, yeah, like you said, tomorrow night we won't be streaming, but next Wednesday we'll be doing Willard. And yeah, I think that's still free to watch on Tubi. So if you want to catch that and follow along as we review it on the channel next Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern, that'll be fun. Yeah, otherwise, hope you all have a great night and thanks for having me on.
Always welcome here, and it's always a pleasure. And Tree Rock, what do you got going on, buddy?
Well, I got a couple of things going on and working on some animation, as you know, and I'm trying to get that out, but that takes time. So I'm trying to get that Raiders of the Lost Ark video out where I have like 4 or 5 jokes and I explained, what I changed and stuff like that. I'm trying to get that out this week. I tried to get it out last week, but I was busy, looking for jobs for one reason or another. You know why? I'm just trying to get some stuff on Rumble and get a schedule going, and I'm having difficulty, but eventually I'll get there. And I appreciate you having me on because this gives me confidence in talking to people because I've always been shy in the past, and I need to get past that. And I'm trying to talk to people more.
Hey,
I appreciate it.
Always welcome here, man. Always welcome here. I like to have people on that are decent people that want to have a good conversation, and you have never provided me any reason to doubt that. So again, man, always welcome here. I am not that much of a pain in the ass, or am I?
No, you're not. You're fine. You haven't met my cousins. That's another story we'll have to talk about later on. But yeah, I was making sure that you knew me before you brought me on. I understand all the vetting process, and if you don't do it, you get in trouble. So I didn't want to rush, So I took my time in trying to get to know you, and I don't regret any of it. And I'm glad that I'm friends with you guys. And Trina's great. Vinny's great, and Vinny, I'll support you on your project. I'll pitch in. I'm already signed up.
Oh, I appreciate that, and it's been a blast getting to know you too. Like I said, if you have some time, you're always welcome on like the toy streams and stuff. I know Fridays and Sundays it's usually pretty packed, but again, if there is a topic or something that you feel passionate about or you want to talk about, just let me know, and I'll drop you a link.
Okay, I appreciate that, and I'll probably will come on this Thursday if you have the toy stream because I got some things I'd like to talk to you in the green room about how to go about designing an action figure, which I don't think this has ever been done before. And I want to talk. I can't talk about in public, but in the green room, I can maybe get some advice from you and figure out where I need to go.
Cool. Yeah. We can definitely talk about some stuff. Sweet.
Awesome. Okay, everybody, thank you for being here. Thank you to every single one of you in the chat. I'd name you all, but we're already starting to step on ETEP's nose. So we try to give ETEP the same respect that he always gives us and give him space when he's getting ready to run his streams. So guys, if you haven't already, check out the link. It's in the chat. Vinny posted it in there for me. And go on over there and say hi to ETEP and let him know #Guinea Pig Raid on his channel. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Thank you to all the awesome panelists that were up here. And remember, Disney, you can go fuck yourself.